Hi class 5, welcome back to your science class, and again we are going to start with chapter 6 but the last part. Okay, so listen, before I begin or before I explain you, just let me read thoroughly the topic. What is today's topic? Ventilators. So what is the role of ventilators? After hearing this word, what comes in our mind? What strikes in our mind? You know, why ventilator is important? Why do we need it at home or in a place, in a compact place where we live or stay? Is it at all important? So all these questions come in our mind, right? In the form of KWL if we do. So what we know about ventilators, like maybe ventilators are there so the air can pass, right? This can be one thing. Another thing, ventilators are there so within the room, the atmosphere which is there, the air which is present, it can move out and the outside air can get in, right? Now what we want to know more, why we need this. Let's learn our learning part. First I'll read, you listen. Ventilation is the process of continuous replacement of the foul air with the fresh air inside a room. That's what I told you. In this compact room, it's a compact place, 4 sides I get wall, right? So, of course there is no possibility of air to move around, blow properly, right? So, there should be a proper ventilator. If there is a proper ventilator, the foul smell moves out, air moves out, and we get a fresh air in, right? So it becomes easier for us to breathe and live. Ventilators and exhaust fans are installed in our homes for this purpose. You will see, especially in kitchen, you will see exhaust fans are there. Why? So that the air while cooking, we get warm air, right? So it is absorbed by the exhaust fan. It moves out and we get fresh air. So the shifting and the rotation, the replacement moves on continuously. Ventilation helps in removing unwanted smells like that of cooking, I told you, cleaning, etc. Any sort of smell which is not bearable. You cannot bear that. So those type of smells are removed, taken away by the ventilators. This is the role of the ventilator. The ventilator works in this way, right? Sometimes, you know, while cooking we get the smell of chilies and it becomes very hard and tough for us to breathe. So as soon as you put on this exhaust fan, you will see the air becomes smooth and we get the comfortable air to breathe in. Also, the air that we breathe out or exhale is warm and impure as it is rich in carbon dioxide. This is another vital reason that we breathe out the warm air which is present in our body. So, when that air moves out, that is carbon dioxide, through the ventilators, it moves away. We know that the warm air is lighter. Of course, we have learned. So, it rises up and the fresh air enters the room through doors, windows. As the air pressure inside the room increases, inside this room the air pressure, as it increases, the warm air rushes out through the ventilators. So, because even I also have ventilator in this room. So, what is happening? I'm breathing. The warm air is becoming lighter. It's rising up, so it's moving out. I have door, I have window. So from those things, what is happening? The fresh air is getting in. Okay. So in this way, ventilation replaces what? The impure air with the fresh air, rich in oxygen that we need to breathe in. Okay. So exhaust fan, it is man-made, right? And with the help of that, what happens? The warmer air moves out. We get fresh air. The warmer air removes. Okay. even ventilators are there. So what happens? The fresh air which is there, through the help of windows, through the help of doors, it gets in, and ventilators remove the warmer air which rises up. Okay. Next, ventilators also removes the excess moisture present in the air. This keeps the walls, the furnitures and other stuff dry. Collection of moisture, however, can cause mold or fungi to grow. Mold has negative effect on our health as it causes infection and also rotting of things. Thus, we should keep our homes well ventilated. This is the role of ventilation. So, if the ventilation is not there in a proper way, then we will get fungus, mold, these things occur, right? And these are due to the excessive moisture in the atmosphere present, right? So sometimes you will see, some places you will see very moist area, full of moisture, because maybe that place is not having the access of fresh air. Means the continuous movement does not take place. So because of that, that place becomes moist. So moisture gets attracted towards that place, and it becomes watery type of area it becomes. Okay, so it's very important that a perfect house should have ventilators, windows, doors. Windows are also essential to have proper lifestyle and breathing, so that the fresh air can get in, out in any way. Okay. You can find ventilators at the top of the walls of rooms at your home and school. These may be in the form of small windows. Yeah, small size window pattern. Some are having blocks, right? Some are having spare shape hole. Only that hole we can see. Okay, in the form of small windows without doors, and are usually 2 or more in numbers. Of course, if it is a small compact room, 1 is enough. If it is a big room, huge room, of course 2. Sometimes exhaust fans are installed in these small windows. Sometimes no, it happens, because in kitchen only it will happen, right? Okay, next. These fans face outwards. They throw away the foul air out of the room. This air is replaced by the fresh air that enters through the doors and windows. Thus, it is important to keep the windows open for proper ventilation. That's why, a proper house should get proper ventilation, means should have, and should get proper air facility, should have when the sun rises, we should get the proper heat from the sun. That is also important. So there should be a proper movement of air, the warmer air and the colder air, colder one. So in this way it keeps on moving. So this is all about ventilation. That is what we know. If we talk about KWL, the learning part is this, that it's very important to have ventilators in a well established house. A house is said, well ventilated house can be said as a proper house to live in. Okay, so we have completed the chapter called States of Matter, where we have learnt about the about matter, about molecules, atom, about solid liquid gas differences, its properties. Then we have come to the solubility of substances in water. Then we have seen solid, liquid and gas, the solubility of solid, liquid and gas in water. We have done the change of state, physical and chemical. We have seen the separation of soluble solids and insoluble solids from liquids. That also we have done. Air done. And finally we have learned about ventilators. So just go through the chapter, read the chapter thoroughly, and next class I will be coming with something new from this chapter. Okay, today till this much. Take care. Bye bye.